But before that, I would like to greet two of my friends. Belated happy birthday to Joey Gaisano. Unya karong adlaw, birthday sa akong suod sa kaing higala, Ferdy Causing Fernandez. Alright? So naminaw sila karon may buntag ni Joseph Guarin ug sa mga membro sa New Star Boys. Ug ania karon ang atong bisita mga higala. When he was mayor, he's still the best mayor by far sa siyudad sa Sugbo. He is now the incumbent vice mayor. VM Tami Osmeña. May buntag, sir. Your microphone is ready for you.
May buntag, Alex. Ako lang gamito ng kining oras kay morning adlaw ni Ferdy Fernandez, no? Ferdy, happy birthday, ha?
Yeah.
This only happens once a year, ha?
Oh, yes. So.
Nakoy utang kanimo.
Unya, kagapon ang birthday ni Joey Gaisano. So anyway, let's talk about before a specific issue, Vice Mayor. Kumusta ang imong assessment lang sa first few days or early part of your administration, Nestor's administration and your administration? Unsa imong assessment?
How is what?
How is your administration doing so far?
Well, plus minus, no? We are struggling, no? Ang direction karon is the city is in very natay problema sa kwarta, daghang kay nawa, no?
Oh.
Unang ilang gisulti ni Raymond Garcia, I left 12 billion, no? We're looking for the 12 billion. We're forming a special commission trying to find out where all of this money is being hidden, no? Yesterday, na hearing to find out ang progress sa CCMC. Kay ang nahimo ni Nestor, iyang gi-organize ang iyang mga volunteers sa mga electrical engineers, plumbing engineers, to do an actual physical inspection sa progress dito sa
CCMC.
hospital, no? Unya ilang compared to the contract work, kay nagawas gyud. We spent I think 900 million already, and they say it's 95% complete, no? Found out that there are so many defects sa hospital that the deficiency is over 200 million.
Damn.
Things are not working. CCTV is not working. Everything's not working. No, the plumbing is exposed. The cabling is wrong. No? So, daghang kay mga tinonto ba, no? So, I don't know how we're going to handle that. Kay dili na maayo nga atong ibid ang completion when it's supposed to reach a certain stage, pero daghang pang kuwang. Who's going to do that deficiency? Kinsay mo mubuhat niya na. No? So these are some of the problems that we have to contend with. So if you're thinking that we're going to finish that this year or next year, I don't think so. No, I don't think so, because there has to be we have to give a chance to the three contractors, no, to address the deficiency. And if they cannot address the deficiency, we have to quantify that deficiency of more or less some 200 million kapin, maybe 230, 240 million pesos. Ang deficiency. Not for the completion, but it's supposed to be today. No?
So
and then we're supposed to bid that out. I doubt we can even do that by next year.
Ooh.
And then presume that some of the contractors will not respond. So we have to file cases against them, no? But we have to at least atong quantify so that and bid out the unfinished work. And then after that, we can continue the construction, which will take another 2 years. No,
Ooh, sayang. But
it's not only sayang; it's criminal. No?
oh yes.
It's criminal. Doing this, bastusan ba? It's not just a matter of inefficiency; it's deliberate fraud. No, on
Deliberate, you
the
think?
part of the previous administrations. Actually, I was part of the previous administration, but I did not get involved in the construction activities of CCMC because people don't want me involved. So I left it to the others to handle it. No, and now it appears that that was a mistake. I should have had hands on. So I don't know what to say. No. So anyway. There are other things also we have to do, no, and there's still a lot of suspicious activity in City Hall, and I'm going to have to take a look at that na. So mahatal ako reminder sa mga tao, no, ang akong cellphone sukad nasa Facebook, no. You text to me anything about I can do, no? Labi pa kung na mga bastusan, you're not treated correctly, mga extortion, tell me, I will act on it, no? Why pili-pili sa BOPK, no? Whoever gets caught, that's it, no?
the rule of thumb by Tommy. Just don't get caught. Can do anything you want. So let us talk about the sourcing of funds. You have an idea that I was kind of surprised when we talked about it last night. Kining automatic approval of business permits. Can you expound on that?
Yes. Kung maminaw ka sa mga tao sa City Hall, mga councilors, or let's give more to the senior citizens, or let's include those that are not included. Let's do this, let's do that. It's always let's spend. Diba mo? It's very easy to spend. You don't need any talent in spending.
Well, that's like
you just ask any child, do you know how to spend? It's very easy to spend. No?
Yeah.
It's hard to make money. See, nobody seems to know how to make money now. One of the things I filed yesterday is a special amendment to our ordinance on business permits. No?
Okay.
This is very, very radical. No, it's radical because I'm simplifying the process. If you want to get a business permit, just give your name, pay your taxes, it's approved already. No clearing of anything. It's automatically approved. No? Kaya sa pagkakaroon, you have to get clearance from City Health, you have to get clearance from the fire department,
NBI,
SSS, barangay, etc. No more. No more.
Automatic.
It's automatic. No? It's automatic. Now, if you have, it doesn't mean that you're exempt from the laws. It's just that the treasurer will not demand any clearances as long as you pay your taxes. The treasurer is not going to look into the legality of your business. Their only job is to collect the money. Mahatag ako example. No?
Okay.
Si Al Capone. No? Si Al Capone was a gangster in Chicago. I think the FBI was invented because of Al Capone. They could not find any evidence against Al Capone except one. He did not pay his taxes.
Dito siya masikwate.
No. Why should he pay taxes? All his activities are illegal.
Illegal.
He cannot use that as a defense. The IRS says, I don't care whether you're killing people, that's how you make money. But you're making money, you pay taxes. You don't pay taxes, you go to jail.
No.
Yeah. Here in Cebu City, there is a very clear example. Okay? Esquina Banawa. Everyone knows that Changi dito sa Esquina Banawa. Okay? You know, for over 20 years, they don't pay taxes.
Tanan gyud dihang namaligya.
You know why?
Why?
Because they don't have any parking. Because they don't have any parking, they cannot get any clearance from OVO. So, surprise, they're free from taxes. No, sama na.
Oh, bitaw no.
Bastusan na. 20 katuig kapin. 30 katuig gani. Ha? Di sila mabayad ang buhis.
Oh, kay wa man sila clearance.
Oh, kaya why silang clearance? So, why will they pay? And nobody really likes to close them either. No? So, sige, sakay lang sila. This is a major dislocation, and people are complaining already. But one of the things that caught to my attention, daghang kay mga extortion. Extortion gikan sa fire department, sa health, you know, you have this violation, you have that violation, you know. So you have to buy this kind of fire extinguisher, you have to buy it from this store. No.
It's ironic ba nga kanang mga regulations are supposed to protect the interest of the people, pero mo na gigamit to extort.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the way it is. So a violation is a violation. Let the fire department file a case against you, not the treasurer demanding that you get clearance, because the law is very clear. You're innocent unless proven guilty. So it's automatically approved. Because doing business, our stand, is a right.
It is
it's
a right.
Not a privilege. What's the diferensya? Ang privilege can be removed by law, like permit to carry. Okay? They can remove that by law. That's not a right.
Permit to drive.
Or driving, no? Or flying a plane. You know, you cannot just fly a plane, you know. You need a special clearance for that. But doing business, no, that's a right. Just like the right to be happy, right to breathe, the right to live, you know. Everyone has to survive. So if you want to do business, why not? You can. So it's a right. Everyone should have that right. And the job of the treasurer is not a policeman. You're not a policeman for the SSS, GSIS.
True.
All their job is to collect. Now, if you have a violation, let's say you're dealing in drugs, that's not the job of the treasurer. Just collect. If it's a drug lord, just collect. You let PDEA run after him. You let the city health run after him. You let customs run after the smuggler. That's not the job of the city treasurer.
The job is just to collect taxes.
Many of our people just want to do business. They want to survive. It's so hard to do business. Even to open a sari-sari store, you have to hire a lawyer just to get a business permit. This is going to be put an end. So this is something that I'm sure many of the government agencies will oppose. Well, we're going to have to fight them, no? Because the principles are very basic. We are not we're not making legal the crimes that they're doing or what they're authorized to do. Just don't let the treasurer do your job for you. So if they have a violation, you run after them.
Yeah.
Don't let the treasurer say, you get clearance first from the LTO. No, that's not his business. Just pay.
So, what may nakaunaw na? Ikaw rin yung nakaunaw na.
You know, this country cannot get better.
True.
Unless you make changes. We have to stop. We have to change the way we think. No, we have to think outside the box. No, you have to realize that by staying the same, you're not going to get better. So I'm
More
being
of the
accused
same.
of pushing to the limit and see how far we can go, make the necessary changes to make Cebu better. You want to be number one without doing anything? No way. Huh?
Cannot be.
We have to do things. So this is going to be a major, because if it's approved here in Cebu, many cities will follow us.
I suppose.
Maybe all of them.
Oh,
They'll say,
yeah.
why not? No. So
That's
it's so simple to do business. All you have to do, technically speaking, what's your name? Okay. What's your business? Where you located? Okay.
What
This
business?
this is your taxes. Yeah. Pay. That's it. You go home.
Okay kayo.
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what will happen
It's
to...
not even 1 day, no?
as an
It's
exa-
5 minutes,
Oh,
no?
dali kayo, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bayad lang, ditso na ka.
Yeah.
Pero what will happen to the tiangge?
Huh?
Unsa may tabo sa kanang nasa tiangge ron when this
They have to
ordinance...
apply for business permit. Huh?
Illegalize na nila ilang operation.
Yeah, the treasurer will do the assessment, no? Because let's say you're a vendor. You have to declare your sales, no? Let's say I sell let's say 300,000 pesos a year of meat, okay? The treasurer would say,
Yes,
you really believe that? You want me to believe that? I'll go to visit your stall. You sell only 4 kilos of meat a day? Huh? That's 1,000 pesos. Di ba? So there are ways of assessing people. You tell me what your business is. Oh, you're paying more in kuryente than you're getting in your business. Nauso ba na? No, but that's another issue. But as far as what we're trying to do right now is for people to come out, get their license, and do business, make it easy for them, especially the small ones, the new ones. They don't know what to do. Why are we making it difficult for them? You know, the rich people, they can tell, they have their lawyers, they have their accountants. Hoy, you go down there and get my business permit. But you know, your son, your daughter, you know, they want to start out their business. It's very hard.
True.
It's very hard. No. No, I want them to know that,
Easiest possible.
that we're doing things that will make things easier for them, and we might collect more taxes.
I think so.
For that matter.
I think so.
Huh? And people will see that there is a change in improvement in services. Yeah. So these are some of the things that we are going to be getting into.
Kuan kayo, ang imong track record man God, it's really your brain working ba? Like kanang pre-high school education during the night, you know? Daghan na kayo nakapahimo sa ana. Ang spending is so minimal. Unya ang impact is so big without with people not realizing it.
Yeah.
Di ba? That's why you're
You
good.
know, Alex, I'm old, but my mind is very young.
Okay.
I don't like my mind to get old. My body's getting old already. I'm going to undergo an operation, but my mind is not old.
Apparently.
And I try to observe, and I always think very carefully what is good for the city. And there is there's one issue that's coming up, you know, ang South Coastal Road, no? Because they break the islands, so you can make a left turn, right turn. I'm going to be passing an ordinance that you cannot break the islands during rush hour. Straight na yun. There's a U-turn slot sa Tumoy. Makaagi ka sa Ilawom sa Taytayan, no? Maka-U-turn ka sa Ilawom. There's no disturbance, no? But right now, I decided not to oppose it because only rush hours, but later on, completely closed yun.
So freeway, kind of.
Yeah. You know, this is part of urban planning, you know. One of the problems why Cebu is getting congested is people don't know how to go to work. So you have to make it easier for them to live in Minglanilla, to live in Talisay, so they can come in to work in Cebu City.
Mm.
If you're going to have all these things that are blocking the road, you're really creating a problem in the long run. So we have to think very, very carefully on what you're doing and what the economic impact is on how people will react
In the long run.
in the long run.
Yeah.
And that's what one thing I always think about. As a matter of fact, when I became mayor, I asked the World Bank planners, how come there is no road going to the south? All the roads they designed is going to the north. No? MJ Cuenco, AS Fortuna, F Cabajo, Manila Road. How come there's no road going to the south? And they said, because no one goes to the south. Pastilano, So I fired the guy. He has a PhD in transportation from England, no? He passed away already, but I fired him. They said it's a basically difference of opinion, no? Because if national policy is wrong. What's national policy? If there's traffic, you put more infrastructure there. You widen the road. Then after that, you put a overpass over the road. And then you put a monorail over the overpass. And then you put a subway underneath the road. No? In other words, your cost of building the road is so expensive. Why don't you look for areas where you can expand, where the road will not be so expensive? So we'll open the road to the south. They said, you know what, Mr. Mayor, nobody goes there. Good. That's why we put the road there. No, they really told me that. Our consultant told me that. The Japanese government told me that. The national government told me that. Their way of taking their formula is
it's always
walang ROI.
cost-benefit ratio.
Too much.
Cost-benefit ratio, magandang mindset na nila. Ang benefit to sa South, why income kay may business dito, something
it's
like
national policy. That's why 80% of the national infra projects is in Metro Manila.
True.
And the province is left neglected. Why is the province left neglected? Why is Samar left neglected? Why is Leyte left neglected? Because no one goes there. Mga buang yun.
100% agree.
So that is, I would like to just tell you that I'm doing so many challenges against what is considered normal. No? Hanggang lang kung pasaylo of people don't understand. But now I'm just taking opportunity sa imong programa para makita gyud sila, because I spend time tuon gyud ko what is really good for the city and why. It's not just a simple yes or no, not a simple black and white.
True.
Like there's a problem in drainage. Okay?
True.
Okay, everyone knows that. But no one knows why. They say drainage is outdated. There's no such banana as drainage outdated.
What's in your mind?
I'll tell you why. You have to understand, it's not like a car. You can change your car. But once you put a canal, you cannot widen it. You have to remove it and make it bigger. You cannot retrieve the pipes and make that 18-inch pipe and stretch it sideways and make it 24 inches. No. It doesn't work that way. But why is there flooding? Because all the mayors were wrong. Apel ang akong papa. Apel yun ako. Akong i-share lang kaninyo ba? Because we use the standard formula. Kung na usa ka lugar na baha, okay? Siyagit sila, Mayor, drainage. Daga ng Mayor, butang og drainage. Okay. So, nag-abot ang uwan, why nang baha.
Ah.
Pero ayaw kalimti, nigawas ang tubig, ang kanang tubiga, di nang bubalik sa langit. Asa pa doon ang tubig? Dito sa ubos. Kaniya to, why silang flooding? Karon na flooding na. Syagit ko sila. Mayor, drainage, hala. So, mau kani ang nahitabo. Ang development sa hillside is creating a rush of water. Ang absorption rate sa ubos cannot absorb the inflush. Visualize Maria Luisa 40, 50 years ago. Why balay, why dalan? Puro sa mga kahoy, na mga manok, okay ra. So, abot ang uwan, hinay yun ang dagan ang tubig padong sa ubos. No? So, ang drainage sa Laom, kaya man, no problem. Pero nag-develop sa Maria Luisa, ilang ibutang mga dalan. So, dalan, murag gutter ni siya. So, nag-abot ang uwan.
Slide dayon ito.
Flush dayon. Murag nag-flush ka ng imong kasilyas. Anya, ang mga atop, naisin, ala. So, everything will go down. So, Maria Luisa is what creates flooding in Balilan. Capitol is what's creating problem in Lahog. Okay? Lahog, Capitol is what's creating problem in Sambag.
Okay.
Sambag, the rainfall in Sambag is creating problem in Colon. Okay? Sunod ka. Dito sa South, Labangon is creating problem in Mambaling. That's why sa akong administrasyon, hunay mo demanda silang mga tao sa tisa nga naibaha. Di ko mabutang og drainage.
Unsa may buhat? Useless.
Di naman serious ang baha.
Okay.
Di naman serious. When you put the drainage there, grabe ang flooding sa Mambaling, Alaska. Underwater yun.
Malawom-lawom yun.
Ang Santa Lucia is creating problems sa Tagunol.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So, nasayop ang tanan ng mga mayor. We're not doing it correctly.
So, with all that, unsa may imong mahunahunaan long term to finally arrest the problem? Identified
one way is do not expand the drainage, no? You put holding areas. Dito sa Fort Bonifacio, kaniadto it was undeveloped. What happened was that they could not build a river to pass to Manila Bay. It's too expensive to watch demolition, whatever. So what they did, they dug a hole. A very deep hole. I think it's about 8 stories deep. It's a rotonda. It's Burgos Circle. So nigabot ang uwan, it just fills up the hole. When it rains, it only rains for 1 or 2 hours. So when the rain stops, the water is pumped out slowly. Then it's empty again. Next rain, it fills it up. We were supposed to do that in Tagunol. We were supposed to do that in Mambaling. But I was not mayor anymore. But we were working on the plans there to address the flooding in that area. Another one is also we have to develop our drainage maintenance system, no? Labi pa sa kining like sa Sambag 2, ang pipes muagi ni siya sa ilawom sa mga balay.
Yeah.
Ang atong mga tao dako kay ang atong gasto, they have to enter the tunnels to clean out the garbage. It is not only expensive labor wise, it is very hard work, no? It's the dirtiest work you can find. So you have to understand ang kanang tubiga, it only flows one way from the higher level to the lower level. It does not go back.
Yeah.
Huh?
Water
It's not like
sits
high
its own
tide,
level.
low tide, high tide, low tide. It goes back and forth. But drainage is always from the higher level
Down.
goes out to the sea. So you look for open spaces along the pipelines, and then you dig a hole there. So you let the dirt accumulate there, and that's why you do your cleanup. That's one. So
Isa ba?
another one is also mini dams, but it's so funny if you clean some of the canals like in Lahog, musabot ang flooding sa downtown. Musamot ang flooding. You clean it out, limpyo na. Tapos tabuan, ala.
Ito as kulon.
That's like what happens sa Cebu Business Park. Golf course man na kaniya to.
Yes.
So what did they do? They Ayala put drainage system. So people drown in Mabolo. Actually drown. Na niabot ang tsunami. Gikan sa bukid, ha? The water hit the wall collapsed.
Yeah.
The other side.
It happened, yeah.
See? So you have to be very careful. Don't say, we'll just clean it here. You're creating problems downstream.
Kinsa may kuan karon Vice Mayor Tami, urban planners sa Cebu City. Gawas nimo. Out of that, you think out of the box, but
None really. There are many. They're self-proclaimed experts. It's not easy because urban planning. You think it's a textbook. No, it's understanding. It's understanding how the people are. Believe it or not, you get an urban planner from a university in America to come here.
patay.
No, he'll do some things correctly because the basic principle, but he will not get everything right. I can give you some examples, but there's one actual case. So, dito sa many years ago in Manila, they were complaining about the traffic in Manila. So
Bantal.
and one of them stood up, Barugba, the Cebu Business Club kuno president siya sa Cebu Business Club. Isog kaya siya, Mr. Osmeña, traffic in Manila is so bad and you didn't do anything about it. That's not true. Tell me what you did to improve the traffic in Manila. Just tell me anything that you did to improve the traffic in Manila. I said it's called the South Coastal Road, SRP.
Arrogant guys, yeah.
See, they don't think like that. The growth went to the south. Otherwise, musamot sa north.
Yeah, true.
See?
We
That's
steer it away.
That's an example of urban planning. No,
yeah.
You have to see how people will behave. So I here you can get experts. Let's say in America, if a big company like Ford or whatever wants to relocate, they hire experts, and they will say, well, we should go to this place because the cost of labor, transportation, education, peace and order, etc., all in all, this is the best place to put it. In the Philippines, you want to know where the headquarters would be, you just find out where the rich people are living. The next headquarters will be where they live. See? If you look at the Philippines, look at all the big companies, the biggest companies, they're all family controlled. I can name the company. You can see the face, the owner, Philippine Airlines, or Metrobank, or SM, or Ayala, Robinsons. You see you can see the face of the owner. No. many 80 years ago, the heart of financial district in Metro Manila was in Escolta, Rizal Avenue. That time. That's all the banks there, the Puyat, the Manila Bank, etc. But Ayala opened up Forbes Park. So when they opened up Forbes Park, the rich people live in Forbes Park. So when it's time to expand the headquarters, where will it be? Makati. You know, you can tell the boss, you know, Quezon City is better. So forget Quezon City. I don't go to Quezon City. I will go to put it in Makati. Period. Mangita kang away sa Tag-Iya. No? Not just like here.
Hindi ni Sato. Okay.
The biggest companies here, Aboitiz. Okay. All their offices were downtown. But they start to live in Maria Luisa. So where's the new headquarters? Manila. You know, it's not in the U.S. textbook. You know, it's something that you learn by being here. You just, when you study the way people move, you look at their habits also. Urban planning is so different. It's hard. Na yung mga American architects that actually came to Cebu long time ago, they want to do design of low-cost housing. I said, I'm very curious, no? Maybe they have something new. So they designed low-cost housing. And they said, here, Mr. Mayor, what do you think? I said, I don't know. I'm not poor, no? You talk to the urban poor there, and you ask them what they think about it. Pakita ko sa mga pobre, ilang gitanaw ang design sa low-cost housing. They don't like it.
Why?
Why? What's wrong? Asa matug ang yaya? Ang pobre na yaya? Ha? Amerika wa yaya? Why made? Dini ang pobre na. Na. Di na mo halin, no? Kay way lugar ang yaya. See, that's urban planning.
Yeah.
You cannot just get somebody from Europe to come here. They don't understand.
Na yung mga principles na di mawa panalitan kining adherence to the law. It's part of urban planning. Nakapalit kong libro ba, it's so surprising, the cheapest book ever that I bought. Ibaw kang pila, 10 pesos. Urban planning, kana bang ibaligya, barato na kayo. So, one lesson there is, bahan ng sa Central Park sa US, ay bag lady ba? Maghughog bitaw ang iyang gida nga bag. She was not already sane enough. Dahil doon ka pulis, kapatrolya dito. Ang usa ka pulis, i-apply ganyan ordinansa. No littering man. Sa Central Park, no littering. Gahughog man ng sagbot nga nahipos sa itong tiguang babae. So, iyang dakpon. Ang usa sa, kaluoy, imo ng dakpon. Ay, ano ba? So, ang lesson dayon sa urban planning is, kinsa may sakto nilang duha. Ang sakto kadtong mo dakop. Let the judge bend the law. Pero ikaw nga kanang law enforcer ka, you apply the law in a kind manner, but you're applying the law. Mo na lessons sa urban planning. I bought the book for 10 pesos.
Many years ago, 40, 50 years ago, when the British very active in Hong Kong, they had housing, puros high-rise. No? Nindot, mga high-rise building, no? 20 stories, high-rise.
Housing to, na yung mga brief, pang high-rise.
Ang problema sa high-rise, ang mga tao di mo gamit ang air dryer, they hang it outside their window in their lababa. So, di mo tanaw ang building, murag puros mga bandera, mga underwear, mga bras, sa mga bati.
Wala yung housing nila. Katawa ko anak ito. Panahon ni Mayor Alvin Garcia. Katukod sa CMC o kanasang building. Sorry, naman kay time, no?
I have to go.
Yeah. Okay, mga higala, giingnan ko daan ni Vice Mayor Tabe Osmeña nga he can spare 30 minutes sa atong programa. But it's always interesting to talk with this guy, no? And really, mas maayo nang makadungog sa mugyo niya daga mga nakasabot na nga, this person matters and he has done a lot for the city than any other politician sa nga nagda sa Cebu City. Food on the table, and even residents who are not from the city are benefiting from what you did. Panalitan sa SRP. Di man tanan taga Cebu City ka trabaho diha.
Yeah.
Oh, abay mga Tagalog diyan ay all over, no? Na sa so these are the kind of accomplishments nga inyong hununaon, atong hununaon as voters, dili ng drama. Kay giilad mo ng drama. So your message to the people, Mayor, before you leave.
Well, anyway, I just want to thank the people for their support, their last elections. Wala rin ako next month, but it's not life-threatening. That's why it's scheduled October pa. Because they have to cure me, I'll be away for about a month. No? But right now, I'm trying to do as much as I can so that so many new things will happen even before I leave. Okay.
Okay. Salamat kaayo.